Last week, I ran a live stream event for a few thousand people. I shipped a feature on my SaaS products, managed client deliverables, and I still made it home for dinner with my wife and 2-year-old. A year ago, that literally never would have been possible. It would have buried me. The difference isn't that I'm working harder. The difference is that I stopped doing all of the work myself, or half the work myself. What's up, guys? I'm Cole Morgan, and I'm the founder of Let's Go Live. We're a small event company. We've done shows for Tony Robbins, Cirque du Soleil, Twilio, Maserati, big shows with thousands of people at once. I also run a SaaS software company called LGL Tools. I build stage timers, production tools, everything that AV professionals need to make their show better, all running in a browser. So this is a completely separate product with its own set of users and its own roadmap. And look, I have a small team. The reality is, as a founder, everything flows through me. The product, the client management, creative decisions, support fires during live events. There's no delegate that to a department when the entire company is just 3 people. So about a year ago, I made the decision that instead of hiring some more people, that I was going to see how far I could push into AI on my daily active workflow. Not as a toy, not to write tweets, but as a legitimate operational layer in my business. And what happened, it kind of shocked me. It's why I'm starting this YouTube channel. Before I tell you exactly what I use, let me give you some context that'll frame why this matters. Goldman Sachs published some data in April of 2026, literally last month, that shows that workers who use AI save roughly 40 to 60 minutes per day. That's OpenAI's enterprise data, specifically what they're talking about. And 75% of those people say they can now do tasks that they actually could not do before. The wildest part is that the US Census Bureau says only 19% of US companies have adopted AI. 19%. That means that over 81% of businesses are just leaving that on the table. It's crazier when you break it down by company size. Companies with 250 employees or more only have a 35% adoption. Small businesses with 20 to 49 employees, 21%. Solo founders aren't even tracked, so who knows what's very tiny teams are using. But if you're a small business and you're watching this and you're already using AI, you are in a very, very small club. And if you're not, this video is your starting point. So let me walk through what a real day looks like for me with AI baked into it. And I don't mean like, hey, use ChatGPT and Claude to write a blog post. I mean the actual operational stuff. I wake up, I've got emails from clients, support tickets to answer, Slack notifications from my team, probably 2 or 3 urgent client add-ons for an event that's changed overnight. This is just what happens when you run any kind of small business. Before AI, the first hour of my day was just me reacting to things, reading notifications. Now I can take all that context and I can paste it directly into the AI of choice, Claude, ChatGPT, and say, prioritize these. Tell me what's urgent. Tell me what can wait. Can someone else handle these? Can you handle these? And within 30 seconds, I have a triage list. I've actually been building my own agent. Get subscribed for that because it's completely integrated into my workflow outside of the major agents, and it honestly feels like a superpower. Once I have that done, it just tells me what my top 3 priorities are for the day. It builds a time block schedule, not a to-do list, but an actual plan with estimated durations so that it can put the work where it needs to be. At this point, it knows my patterns and the tools that I use. So let's just say, for example, I'm prepping a proposal for a new event client. It used to take me an hour building this deck, customizing the scope, writing the pitch. Now I can just give the context to my AI. Maybe I give it a client discovery call that we've recorded, or I could just say something as simple as, we're pitching a hybrid event for 2,000 people in person, 5,000 people online. Here are the features they asked for. Here's what we've done with similar events. And I get a solid draft in under 2 minutes. I can spend 15 minutes or so making it mine, maybe tweaking the styling, and it goes out pricing and all. That's not AI replacing me. That's AI removing the blank page problem. The creative decisions, the strategy, that's all still me. And the formatting and the first pass, that's AI. I don't have to do that work. That's not important. If we go over to the SaaS side, when I'm building features for LGL Tools, I use AI to write the first draft, debug some issues, and even think through the architectural design of the software. I'll describe exactly what I need, give it a good starting point, and then iterate from there. And when the support tickets do come in, which they always do, especially when I'm in a live event, AI can either triage them or draft a response very quickly. When you have 40 emails hitting during the live stream of a national beauty pageant at midnight, speed matters. So here's the thing that no one's talking about. The hard part of AI is not learning the tools. The tools are easy. They're built for anybody. Claude, ChatGPT, and Gemini, they're even on your phone. The hard part is changing how you think about your own work. For years, I wore the "I do everything myself" badge like it was something to be proud of. Doing everything yourself is not a flex, it's a bottleneck. The shift for me was realizing that AI is not an employee I'm hiring, it was an amplifier on everything I already do. I still make every decision, I still set the strategy, and I still show up for my clients just like I did before. AI just removes the friction between idea and execution. And that's what's most important in any business. McKinsey put out a study that said 92% of companies plan to increase AI investment, but only 1% say they're actually mature in deploying it. Only 1% say it's actually in production. That gap is crazy between wanting to use AI and actually using it. That's the gap I'm going to help you close on this channel. So let me tell you what this AI or what this channel is going to be talking about, because I'm not a tech reviewer. I'm not going to sit here and read AI benchmarks to you. There's 100 channels that do that, and honestly, it doesn't really matter to you. I'm a business owner. I run a production company and a SaaS product. I manage clients, I ship code, produce live events, and I try to have a life with my awesome wife and daughter. So I'm going to show you exactly how AI fits into all of that for me. And every week in this channel, you're going to get the tools I'm actually using, not a sponsored list, my real actual stack that I'm using. Systems and workflows that you can steal for your business, and breakdowns of what's happening in it in AI that actually matters to people like us, like you and me. I'll have some tutorials on where I build things live so you can follow along. And if you're a founder, a freelancer, or a small business owner, or even just someone who knows AI is important but hasn't really figured out how to make it useful, this channel's for you. My next video, I'm going to be breaking down the 7 tools I use every single day in 2026. Not theory, but my actual stack. How to make it feel like you have superpowers and people ask how you're getting all this work done. I'm going to have some screen recordings of how I use each one, so it's very clear and how you can do the same thing. If that sounds useful, get subscribed. I'm going to be posting about twice a week. That's it, guys. I'm Cole Morgan. Let's go.